Hello and welcome to another episode of 1000 Games, and today we are going to be covering Ultima Zero, Akalabeth. This is a 1979 game, also known as Akalabeth, The World of Doom. The version we have is called Ultima Zero Akalabeth, so that's what we're going to be titling it. Now, this game, as it should be fairly obvious, is not an arcade game at all. It's not on the Atari 2600 either. No, this is a DOS game for MS-DOS PCs. This is what people were using before Windows. It originally came out in 1979 on a smaller scale publishing, but then was formally picked up and published in 1980, but I still personally count it as a 1979 game because it was published, albeit unprofessionally, on a small scale in 1979. Now, this game has a plot that is not explained in-game because the technology to explain it in-game barely existed, so I will read you out the plot. It says, this is from the manual. It says, "Beware, foolish mortal, you trespass in Akalabeth, world of doom, the annals of Akalabeth. 'Tis said that long ago peace and tranquility covered the lands, food and drink flowed freely, man and beast lived in peace, gold and silver abounded. It was a golden age of Akalabeth. Mondane, second born of Wolfgang, a great king of old, wished to gain his brother's inheritance, and so he used his great powers for evil. Many years had Mondane traversed the lands of Akalabeth, spreading evil and death as he passed. He created deep dungeons, so deep and extensive that their lower depths had never been explored. In these dungeons he unleashed more evil. He sent thieves, skeletons, and snakes to dwell near the surface, and demons and balrogs. Yeah, balrogs, copyright, who needs that? And balrogs to guard the depths. Now blood flowed freely in Akalabeth, and foul creatures soon came to roam near the surface. Mondane cast such sickness and pestilence upon Akalabeth that both man and beast lived in constant fear. Thus was the dark age of Akalabeth." This is a vibe. Oh, whoops. My script is trying to run away from me. Hold on. "There arose from the land a man pure and just to battle the Dark Lord. British, champion of the white light, did battle with Mondane deep within the labyrinth of dungeons, eventually driving him from Akalabeth forever. British of the white light was proclaimed Lord British, protector of Akalabeth. Thus much damage had been suffered unto the lands. The revival of Akalabeth has begun. 'Tis thy duty to rid Akalabeth of the foul creatures which infest it, whilst trying to stay alive." So yeah, that's the plot to Akalabeth. And, yeah, let's get started. Type thy lucky number. Now, this game is actually randomly generated depending on that lucky number. So we're just going to hit 1, because it will consistently make the same world if you want to play this game. So if you want to play the world I'm going to be playing, just type in 1, as long as you're playing the 1998 version of this game, because there is a reason as to why I'm picking the 1998 version that's called Ultima Zero. Because the original version of this game has no saves and is incredibly buggy. This version's also very buggy, but it's a lot more playable. It's usually just the UI elements get a little garbled the longer you go on for. Level of play, 1 to 10. Honestly, this game is actually pretty brutally difficult. But there are some things you can do, but we're going to pick 1. Hit points, strength, dexterity, stamina, wisdom, gold. Everything here is important. You're gonna need it all, so we're going to hit N for no. We're going to keep hitting it until we get a decently rounded stats, which can take quite a long time. Now, due to this game's age, its character creator is pretty substandard, I would say. For 1979, this is the standard, but it is definitely a very poor character creator compared to what I'm used to. I'm used to Pathfinder's character creator, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, Baldur's Gate 3, Neverwinter Nights 2, where you can actively select your own stats instead of... So what you want is to naturally get a good amount of hit points, gold, all of this other stuff. And wisdom is particularly important for us because it's going to determine how long this Let's Play goes on for. Okay, we're not getting a whole lot. But this I feel is... actually, it's pretty terrible. That strength is awful. Just gotta keep going. Just keep going. Yep, this could go on for a while. This is a legitimate Akalabeth experience. Okay, this is the best we're probably going to get, so let's hit yes. And shalt thou be a fighter or a mage? Do not pick fighter. Pick mage. The reason as to why you don't want to pick fighter is because due to this game's nature, it can be pretty difficult to beat. But if you're playing a fighter, it's pretty much impossible. But I know a trick to cheese this game, because this is pretty much the only way to actually beat the game. But for the time being, we're going to just focus on buying as much food as we can afford, while at the same time being careful to make sure we can still afford, I believe, a rapier. And then we're going to buy more food. And then, because we can do nothing else for the time being, we're going to quit. Welcome to the world of Akalabeth. Now, our first order of business is to find the Castle of Lord British. So, yeah, let me pull out my manual again. I have one off screen. And, what we're on right now is the town where that little plus. And, there's a tree right next to us, and a mountain just above the tree. Yep, this is the level of graphical fidelity we are going to have to deal with for this game. This is most likely going to be a multi-part Let's Play too, but don't worry too much. Akalabeth has some interesting stuff going on in it, so that's just... If I remember correctly, this is not my first time playing Akalabeth. I believe the castle is this way. We have to find the castle. Yep, there we go. I believe we're standing on a dungeon right now. Yep, we're standing right on top of a dungeon. And just above it is the castle. So we're going to go into the castle. Aww. Once I can figure out how to enter the castle. How do I enter the castle? Oh boy. Okay, by pressing Q you can save the game. I should have read the manual better. Okay, I'm gonna click off the game actually and then come back because yeah, this game's controls are a nightmare. Okay, I've figured it out. You have to press X. Welcome, peasant, into the halls of the mighty Lord British. Herein thou may choose to dare battle with the evil creatures of the depths for a great reward. What is thy name, peasant? Okay, so here's the deal. This game, because it doesn't really have much of a character creator at all, kind of just assumes that you're a knight, or rather, okay, it basically just assumes that your character is a guy, but the mascot of the channel is an elf named Eve, or Evesa in Elvish, and, well, she is a she, so that presents a minor problem for me that we're actually just going to ignore, and we're going to use her, actually, there. We're just going to ignore it. Who knows, maybe she's wearing a lot of armor and Lord Brez just can't tell. Does sound wish for grand adventure. No. Then leave and be gone. Okay, we're gonna go in for real now. If you hit yes, or Y for yes, good, thou shalt try to become a knight. Thy first task is to go into the dungeons and to return only after killing a gremlin. Oh boy. Go now upon this quest, and may Lady Luck be fair unto you. Also I, British, have increased each of thy attributes by 1. Press any key to continue. And, okay, so yeah, we're ready. All we need to do now is just go in and start grinding for gold and money so we can buy more food, because food, if that runs out, you die immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, you will die immediately. Okay, let's go in. And here we are at the big part of Akalabeth. That is very, very impressive. Pseudo 3D graphics. Okay, press A for attack. Which weapon? R for rapier. Mages can't use rapiers. Fists. We killed the thief and we received 3 pieces of 8. That gives us 4 gold. This, I should definitely have read the manual better. For some reason, mages cannot use rapiers. I believe they can use axes, though. We're just gonna do this a bit. Because, as you can tell, it is incredibly easy to get lost in this game. And if we get lost at this point, we're dead. But we actually probably could. I believe there's a town up around here. Yeah, we're not doing too good. Every movement that we make can kill us. As is probably about to actually happen. There we go. Okay, food. See? That's gonna be our strategy for a little bit, just thief stole a rapier, okay. That's okay, I don't care about the... Yeah, let it be known, I'm not exactly an expert at this game. I'm just trying to get our food up. Because right now we are very dangerously low on food. And I believe you get health by, the more enemies you manage to successfully kill, the more food you get. And the more gold you get, I mean the more hit points you get. And the more gold. Food you still have to buy. You're never gonna get food for killing an enemy. Okay, don't know why I pressed that. Okay, cool. See, your hit points went up. Okay, let's Back into town real quick. Buy more food. And back in we go. I'm pressing A and then pressing F for hands. Yeah, this is not going to be the most exciting first episode. Whoops. Oh shit. I just put myself right back to where we started. Very useful that that thief keeps... The thief stole food? Wow. Thief stole food. Okay, once I get up about 200 food, I'll be able to buy an axe. But what we really need is that magic amulet. We need that magic amulet because without it, we stand no chance at beating this game. We just don't. This is a very early RPG, and if I'm being honest, it's actually kind of terrible. But it will provide us with today's entertainment. So you might, if you're a long-time viewer, you might actually remember this character that we're playing from my Baldur's Gate Let's Play, and also my Elden Ring Let's Play, both of which, unfortunately, fell by the wayside in favor of remodeling the channel, because for a very long time I was very, very unsure of what I actually wanted to do with the channel, and I'm not gonna lie, the launch of this channel was a fucking mess. Still is a little bit, but at least now I have a much better idea of what I want to do. Like a much better idea. Okay, we nearly have a good amount of food, then we'll be able to start grinding for the magic amulet. But first we need an actual weapon. Oh, god damn it. Thief stole food again. But we're a bit more persistent. Okay, 200 food. Quit. Press Q again to save, and okay, let's go back down. Whoops. And now we just need enough to, okay, I'm trying to only go straight so I don't lose myself because, yeah, this, there is no map. You're expected to map out your own map, but because this game is randomly generated, you have to make a new map every single time. But with the magic amulet, all we really need is a little bit of memory, and we'll be good. But we need to actually last long enough. Okay, yeah, we're not going underneath there. An axe. Okay, now we don't need a weapon, because we now have one. I'm gonna go up and out. And buy some more food. I think we need a pretty decent amount of gold to get the magic amulet, unfortunately. Attack with the axe. Swing. Press S for swinging. Yeah, that thief went down like a bag of rocks. Skeleton. And a bow and arrow, that's useless, but, well, useless for us, because I don't believe we can use it. A little bit more understandable. Okay. You can definitely tell I'm not so nervous about wandering, because we have over 200 food. Another X, okay, good. Kind of curious, and does it say how much gold we need to get the magic amulet? 15. We need 15, and we have, how much? We have 9. Okay, I'm just gonna buy a little bit more food just to keep our stocks up. Let's go in. Oop. I pressed the wrong button again. Oh. Okay, 8 gold, nice. The thing that makes a magic amulet so important is that we can massively raise our stats with it. But it's pretty trial and error. But our goal for this episode is just get the magic amulet, which we are about to do. Okay, I'm gonna slow down so I'm not disorienting people. It's bad enough with just wireframe graphics. Okay, we can go down, but I'm a little hesitant to. So we're now on level 2, a brand new level, completely different layout. Gotta be really, really careful that I don't get lost right now. A rapier. Oh, there's something over there. Okay, good. Let's go back up. So, a magic amulet, holy shit, it just gave it to us, but we're still going to go to the store to buy another one because magic amulets can break, and we're gonna need a lot of them. What did it steal? Not looking like it stole anything important. I'm pressing Z for Zats. Not stats, Zats. We don't have stats over here in Akalabeth. We have Zats. Apparently. What's attacking me? Okay. Whoops. Didn't mean to press that button just yet. Okay. M for magic amulet? Yes, okay, good. So we now have 2. It's not going to be enough to get us down to where we need to go, but I pressed the wrong button again. Okay. We now have 300 food. Overall, pretty successful day. So this is where I'm going to leave us off for this episode, so I'll be seeing you all in the next episode where we will be covering more Akalabeth, World of Doom. That's right, this is our first multi-part Let's Play that I actually need to do, and instead of the earlier ones like Breakout and Air-Sea Battle, which I could have covered in one part, I'm actually considering going back and remaking those videos, but part of me doesn't want to, because those old videos are they're 1,000 games history from a time where I didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, I'll be seeing you all in the next video, where we will hopefully be able to kill a gremlin, as ordered by Lord British. Yep, that's the actual name of the person who's ruling this area, Lord British. It's also the nickname of the developer too, so that's a nice bit of a meta role-playing there. It's kind of like Lord British is our dungeon master.